When is exploration engaging? And why are there certain worlds that just seem to hook you from the start and others that feel empty and boring? And it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with what is inside the world. Look at Stalker 2, for example. The world is filled with exciting anomalies and special landmarks that should feel engaging and scary. Though, in comparison to the first Stalker games, there's just something missing, even though the world looks and feels more realistic. Another great example is Elden Ring. I always feel so torn apart when talking about it because some biomes are amazing, where I want to walk around and look behind every bush and corner, but other biomes are just outright annoying at times, where you want to leave and exit this section of the game as fast as possible. Outer Wilds grabbed me like no other game and I couldn't stop playing it, which is very atypical for me because I tend to switch games on a daily basis. There needs to be a set of parameters that make certain games really engaging and other games not so much. And I think these parameters have aspects that are objectively applicable and others that are really subjective. For example, I personally tend to enjoy worlds that are less realistic looking. I think it's because there's more room for creativity there, things to encounter that seem special or unlikely. When it comes to objective parameters, I have to think of visual storytelling through special landmarks that pull you off your given path and draw you towards something that is not where you need to go. This is something that survival and role-playing games tend to miss, whereas puzzle and exploration games try to build up on it. When it comes to Lost Skies, I keep asking myself whether or not this is an enjoyable exploration experience. I played this game for roughly 20 hours now, and today I want to look back on our journey that we had until now and see whether or not Lost Skies succeeds at building an engaging environment. Interesting. Oh, they're back there. And there they are. You know, the coolest thing is we can just go like this. Can we ride it? No, we can't. Ow. Bro. Wah. Okay. I think we do have enough vessels. So let's go back. Okay. Let's build a workbench. Workbench. Fantastic. Craft. Hope that is not gonna, you know, fuck our ship's design or something. Can we even place that anywhere? Oh no. Here's the first landmark that could possibly encourage you to explore it. Around the island is a circular formation of stones that is just too inviting to grapple along. It is a decorative aspect of the island and doesn't really have any purpose. To be honest, I didn't really feel like grappling along its stone formations because there was nothing to gain there. No puzzle, no hidden secret if you grapple along the structure in a given time. It just looks cool, but that's about it. There will be other examples of interesting island formations that have some more depth to them. But for now, we grapple along and then continue our journey to the next island, where we will also upgrade our ship. Can't wait to get thrusters. I mean, the sails are nice and all, but I do want thrusters. I want a diesel engine. Looks interesting. Brake. There we go, nicely parked. I guess we got distracted once again. While scavenging the island for materials to use on our ship, we found a little drone to which you just can't say no to. Did it go down here or where did it go? It's a really good mechanic, leading you towards something that you would otherwise miss. Seems like I'm prone to distraction, because instead of looking for the drone, I ventured into the cave next to the structure and explored the tunnels and crevices for a bit. This looks nice. Coming back to the structure, there was a mild puzzle hidden within it. This is like a portal puzzle. Okay, seems like we have another puzzle. So where's the generator? There. It wasn't hard to solve, and we got the data disk. The most engaging part of these labyrinths is the moment when you come out at the other end and start to understand the island's structure. I think that is something that Lost Skies does fairly well, especially with the bigger islands. No! Fuck. Oh, I hate jump and runs. I was never good at them. I was really bad at Super Mario when I was a kid. I would always lose against my siblings. We would play Super Mario Bros. And we would always, switch when one would die, and I would always die at the first level. So they would always play, and I would always watch, because I was too bad. Yeah, I was never a really good gamer. I was never someone for competitive games or something like that, because I would always suck. Now that I come to think of it, distraction is something that you can make use of, and maybe getting distracted is a good indicator of whether or not a word is engaging. The amount of times that I went somewhere without planning it, following leads or puzzles, even though the reward is mostly minor, is something that speaks for the game. I spent a total of 2 hours running around the island without fixing a single part of my ship, which was the reason why we came here in the first place. I mean, in order to get more space, we would need to change this. Finally, we got around to fixing our ship. We needed more space, though I didn't want to simply expand the ship and make it bulky. It had to stay lean, while giving space for workbenches and the sword. Oh god, it looks... What a monstrosity. We will be altering our ship many times during this journey, but for now, this has to work. That looks okay, right? That's okay. Let's just save it like that. Nice. Nope. This will be our weapon locker. Oh, that's so much better. So much more space. Great. Even though you kind of seem off. Great! Everything is sorted. Let's have a look at our weird ship. Nice. This is massive. There we go. Here we are. Oh, damn, look at that. Oh, shit. Any updates? This Ark's data degradation is too high to glean anything we don't already know. I will combine what is left with any new Ark data we come across. May still be of use to us. What? That's it? With our newly renovated ship, we sail to the next island. The gameplay loop stays pretty much the same. Find puzzles, explore, loot and upgrade your ship. I realized that island variety is a key factor in how much I was encouraged to explore. If an island looked different, I wanted to check it out. If there was a huge structure in the middle, I had to traverse it and find every crate. Though I also realized that the exploration was a bit tiresome. I only ever explored 1 or 2 islands per day, not more. You would walk around, see what there is to see, and then leave. didn't hook me with lore, loot or hidden secrets. After some time, it felt a bit like sightseeing. You marvel at the beautiful structure or landscape in front of you, and then you leave without really interacting with it. This is not a problem that is new to this genre, I think. Worlds Adrift functioned very similarly. Though the difference was that Worlds Adrift always had that slight edge of what will lie behind the next storm wall. Will I encounter another player? Will they be friendly? In Lost Skies, this is totally missing, for now at least, and you can feel it subconsciously. The beauty of the islands and a few scattered puzzles are just not enough to sustain the game for longer periods of time, and that is a bit sad, to be honest. Because it is a really beautiful game with lots of potential. Anyways, that is my impression for now at least. And it may sound a bit harsh, but I also want to stress that it doesn't stop me from enjoying the game for what it is. This huge citadel island was a great experience, for example. It had a great puzzle that wasn't too easy, there was a massive reward at the end, and it also looked great. I just think that Lost Skies could be so much more, and that it, hopefully, will be. After all, the devs are only getting started, so with patience, I'm sure that many of the problems like multiplayer and storm walls will be taken care of. And I should also say that I still think that the amount of how much you enjoy a game is also dependent on a lot of subjective parameters. So, the structures of puzzles, the liveliness of environments, the things that you can find and secrets that you can unravel are all things that can be objectively done right. And I specifically don't count the beauty of a world, because beauty in itself is not enough to make you want to explore, in my humble opinion. Sorry, Horizon Zero Dawn. But I also asked myself whether I would enjoy Worlds Adrift as much today as I did back then. Games tend to hook me less and less, and I think that is just something that is a part of my current life, and also maybe a part of growing older. So maybe I have unrealistic expectations when it comes to Lost Skies, I don't know. We will see. I will continue to play this game every now and then on Twitch, so if you want to join my journey, feel free to follow me there. And of course, you can follow our journey on YouTube as well, in the form of these smaller impression videos. Though these take a little bit more time. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.